Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at Trex, ticker symbol TREX. This is a building and equipment products company. We can obviously see that, well, you can see it's fallen a pretty good over 50, almost 50%. I do see kind of a cup and handle. Let me go ahead and shrink my head really quick. So, I do see a potential cup and handle left side of the cup here, right side of the cup here, and it is higher than the left side of the cup, which is approval noise. So, we also have a handle here potentially. Now, what's going to let us know is if this stock is severely undervalued, which we're going to discover. We're going to see if institutions and hedge funds are loading this up. We're going to do some advanced charting, which we'll do on the Sink or Swim. And I have not done this one before. Surprised. Okay, so wow, this went from 64 cents to 140. Absolutely bananas. Now it's trading at 77. So we'll go ahead and see if this is in the right realm of stock price. We'll look at the balance sheet and we'll go ahead and hit the subscribe button because that's what we do around here. So let's go ahead and take a quick here. Wow, after this little pullback from 100, almost 24%, it looks like the Bulls might be trying to hold on to control. Momentum, the MACD actually looks like it is, it's hard to tell if it's coming down for a breather to go back up or if it's going to cross down. We can see that institution money flow uh, has been descending lower, and this definitely aligns with our handle potentially here, this pullback. And we can see that this relative momentum indicator was heading for the mountains, but I can't tell if it's taken a breather dip to rip. So this is a very neutral technical review at a high level. Again, we'll do it more advanced on Thinkorswim. Okay, I think I can see what's going on. The sales have definitely plateaued. EPS has also kind of plateaued. I mean, up and to the right overall. Same with sales. I mean, up and to the right overall with it's been kind of flat since 2021. However, the trailing 12 months are showing us that they are on track for 1.2 billion, which goes back to their 2021 levels, potentially even higher. So this begs the question, we're going to run the numbers, we'll figure it out. So they are profitable. So green flag number one, quick ratio is over one, green flag number two. Debt is low. Wow. It looks like they paid off a huge chunk of their debt. Green flag number three. Uh, Heavy institutional ownership, green flag number four. I don't really count the number of green flags in my videos, so I'm going to stop. Shares flow near 100 million is pretty good. Average volume, almost 1 million. That's great. Only iffy parts is the price to earnings and forward PE are a little high. So naturally, I would want this to come down for selfish reasons, but there's a lot of price dislocations in the stock market, whether you're looking at Carvana or Nvidia uh, or ASTS Mobile, Space Mobile Company. A lot of dislocations going on, potential recessions, whatever. I mean, all we can do is look out for ourselves and be happy, right? So, uh, gross margins 42%, very high growth. So let's pull up my proprietary stock price projection calculator. This is going to let us know which way the stock price is trending. And I only include the market cap if it is over 1 billion. It is over 1 billion in this case. So 8 billion, 400 million. We do have income 253 million, 320,000. I hope they don't offer a dividend in the near future. I would like to see their income get to over 1 billion. That would be fantastic before they offer a dividend, but I could see them offering a dividend in 5 to 10 years if they continue at this pace. Sales 1 billion, 230 million. All right, and let's go down and look at this cash and debt. Again, I expect it to look pretty good. Let's take a peek. Q1 2024, they did 373 million. Q1 2023, they did 238 million. They had over $100 million difference. 130 $5 million difference quarter over quarter. That's, I mean, yearly, year over year, quarter one, Q1. That's insane. Their Q4 of 2023, they did 195. Q4 of 2022, they did 192. So I mean, they're steadily improving, honestly. Uh, is this the start of something good? Might be. Uh, all right. So this looks kind of ridiculous. The CHRO purchased 35 shares, sold 16,440 shares for 1.4 million, then bought 44 shares. What is he doing? He's swing trading the stock, it looks like. Gosh. I don't know if he sold and then made it look like people were buying, but I don't buy that. I don't like that. Uh where's the CEO? No CEO buys. Brian Fairbanks. Maybe he owns, maybe he's, well, we might be able to see him on that institutional ownership page. So, again, no real red flags. I mean, I don't like when people do this kind of stuff where they sell a bunch and then they do a buy to make it look like, oh, the CHRO is buying, but he only bought 44 shares after selling $1.4 million worth. So, whatever, water under the bridge. We're continuing on with our calculation. All right. So for cash, come on, they have 3,050,000. Not that much. Debt, they have 17,600,000. All right. Total assets 1.2 billion, total liabilities 488 million. So assets dwarf liabilities almost 3 to 1. So for every one liability, they have 2.5, 2.8 assets. So that's good. Overall, no real concerns. And then look just quickly over here, the shares outstanding. You can see they are naturally and organically being accumulated. The company is not dumping on into, they're not adding to the supply. So that's also good. So we're going to go down here and plug in 108,610,000 shares. So we're getting a stock price of $90.86. Analysts have $96. We do have 79 by JP Morgan, 74 Barclays. Those are all 2023, so I don't really know if they count. Okay, so 96 is what analysts have. I have 90. Institutions own 97%. I'm gonna go out of my way and I'm gonna put myself on blast here. I think institutions are buying the freaking dip. And I only say that because their sales are crushing it. EPS, they're potentially on track to continue to crush it. Gross margins, 42%. Come on, that's great. Their debt situation and their cash, they could do better on cash, but their debt situation, whoever's managing this company is doing a really fine job. So A minus. And I only say A minus because your CHRO is, I don't know why he did the buying and selling. Anyway, institutions own 97.56. I'm going to say over 100. 112. Boom. That's a 15% increase. That's huge. That is huge. And we can see the overall trend is down. It will be interesting to see once this updates if we'll see a big increase. Okay, so Vanguard added 0.72%, BlackRock 12.5%. So I want to see if we can find what's his name? The CEO. I want to see if he has a larger holding that we can find. So Fairbanks. Severance agreement. We'll take a peek. We'll take a peek. And we've got Trex here. So while that's loading, we're gonna see how well this Fibonacci arc is. So I want to establish confidence with this Fibonacci arc because if we can establish confidence on the way down, we can establish it on the way up, or on the way down. If we're trying to find a bottom, if we think it's gonna bottom, or if we think it's at a top. So We have a low here of 28.11. Okay, we'll come back and then 140.98. There we go. Okay, and then I need to just update this to 28.11. So uno momento, por favor, 28.11. All right. Let's see how well these candles are respecting this Fibonacci arc because it is gonna help us. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Apologies. Okay. We'll just leave it here. Okay, so we've got almost perfect support, almost perfect resistance. This is perfect support. Perfect test of the middle ring here. Perfect support. This candle tests our inner ring. Tests the inner ring, tests the inner ring. Perfect support, great support, perfect support, tests our inner ring. Perfect resistance, tests our middle ring, falls through. Perfect test right here, comes back up. Tests perfectly, tests for support, great support, tests our middle ring, almost perfect resistance, perfect resistance here. So now what we want to do, so we checked it on the way up and on the way down. I don't know if it makes sense to check it from here to here or here to here. Let's check it from here to here. This low is 38.68. We'll go here to this high. This high is 101.91. So, I mean, goodness. And this one was 38.68. Okay. So, whoops. I mean, perfect resistance, perfect support, perfect resistance, perfect. I mean, this is great. I think there's something to be said here, but I don't think um it's hard to tell if this is I mean, this is our short-term high for this low to high. Like this is our high and this is our low. So that's fine. I don't think I want to use that as our potential bottom. Let's remove this. I think I want to go old school here. Come on, baby. Click. All right, and we're trading in. I mean, this is a pretty. That's a pretty right there. Pretty consistent channel. So we can see we've hit the bottom of this channel. If $75.35 breaks, the next area we're going to want to watch is, let's see. I'm looking for, right, this looks good. Yeah, I mean, okay, so there's one level that we've got here as well. Yeah, this is great. So if 75 does not hold, I think it's safe to say our potential cup and handle could be jeopardized because we like to have a clean snapback and reversal. So it's crucial we stay above 75.35. And it's important that we do break $85. It doesn't have to be this month. I mean, we want to break this candle, not this candle, this Fibonacci arc here to then head up. And then this blue line that I'm tapping is going to be our next resistance. Are we at an area of reversal? I'm going to load the yearly chart and we're going to see what the momentum is on the yearly chart because that's usually a pretty big tell. So just give me 1 second. It's going to be a little choppy. So I was able to load our yearly momentum and geez, just a couple things that I want to call out. Okay, first thing I want to call out, this thing has been really hot for the last decade. 2013, the stock was 10 bucks at a high, at a $4 low. And you can see it's just been strong. And now we've kind of taking a breather here, but there is one major indicator that kind of shows that we might be ready for another move up. And let me know your thoughts. So right now for 2024, we've traded 126,723,000 shares. For 2023, there was 252 million shares traded roughly. So we are down about 126 million. So 126 million shares needed to trade for 2024. We're already more than halfway beyond 2024. However, if we do have positive earnings, which I think we might because they're killing it on sales, their EPS is going to break upwards. I think this company is getting ready to continue its move up, and that's my background, by the way. Uh, Going back here, they're averaging almost a million shares traded a day. They do have earnings coming up. By the time this recording goes out, earnings have already happened. Um, I'm leaning more towards the bullish side here. I think the stock is going to trend back towards 100. We do have those levels that I did call out earlier, which are again are right here. So we want to hold above 75, and then we want to break up 98. Um, so that's where I stand with that. I think this is a great cup and handle. I think whoever manipulated this stock over time did a very good job of hiding in this cup and handle. We're gonna find out if by the once this video is released, we'll have found out if this is gonna be a true cup and handle. So we want to break the 100 and we want to go continue higher. The only way that's gonna happen, again, if they crush it on sales, their EPS is crushed. They crush EPS. Their gross margins. Let's see how their gross margins, if they're getting better, if they're stabilized. I mean, their gross margins 45% for Q1 this year. That's almost a that's a 9% increase from the last quarter. Looks like historically they've been trending between 25 and 45. So overall, not bad. Not bad. I like this company, I really do. And like I say, the trend is your friend until the end. And the trend here, I mean, this stock has reacted very well. Also, just some visual cues that we can take a look at. So we have our Bollinger, our upper Bollinger Band here. This is that purple. We have our lower lower Bollinger Band, which is this blue. And then we have our midline right here, which is this purple. And you can see the stock reacts very well to these Bollinger Bands. Once this stock hits the midline, it does well. It rides the upper Bollinger, comes back to the midline, tests and confirms, goes down, gets flushes out to the bottom Bollinger. Again, once it reacts to the middle Bollinger, it makes a decision if it's going to go higher or lower. We can see right here it broke through, stayed above, back to the upper Bollinger Band, rejected, back down to the middle Bollinger. Bounced off the middle Bollinger here. Is it going to continue upward? Again, it comes down to the sales or the earnings in a couple days. So I'm on the bullish side. We do have volume that surpassed for the month of July. It did exceed June's volume. So that just kind of reiterates the bullishness. But again, we do want to make sure this holds above 75. If it does not hold 75, we are looking at 61. And I don't think if they do have bad earnings due to potential guidance for 2024 being lowered or missing the mark, I think this is still a pretty solid company. I mean, that's pretty insane gross margins. They're profitable. I mean, they had EPS and sales both positive over the last 5 years. They're resilient. Their debt is being managed very well. The only thing I dislike about it is a little expensive historically, but I don't think this is baking in our 2020. You can see down here they don't have 2024 listed, and we're already at 1.23 billion sales trailing 12 months. So I think that further indicates 2024 is going to be a blockbuster year since 2021. and we can see what happened in 2021. It was trading at all-time highs almost. So that's my stance. If you made it this far, consider subscribing. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.